Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming to you from the floor today because that's what feels comfortable right now with this big pregnant belly. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about supplements. This is something that I get asked a ton of questions about, and I know it can be pretty confusing. So I'm going to be walking you through the supplements that I take daily, what I generally recommend to my clients, and a few others that I get asked a lot of questions about. If you're new around here, I'm Lindsay, a registered dietitian here to simplify nutrition and make food feel good. So I want to help you guys break down the complicated science behind nutrition, provide simple recipes for you, help you save time in the kitchen, and help support a mindful approach to eating. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if this all sounds good to you. I so appreciate your support. At the end of this video, I also have a little handout for you guys that summarizes all of this information, so don't worry about taking notes. You can download that in the description box below. So please keep in mind that this is information for general healthy people. It's always a good idea to check with your doctor or dietitian or pharmacist are a great resource, because even though they are over the counter, they can interact with different medications, different medical conditions. So just had to put that note out there. Okay, so first I'm starting off with a daily multivitamin. So I am all about a foods first approach, but it can be challenging to eat well every day, to be consistent. So multivitamins are kind of our insurance. They provide a low dose of vitamins and minerals that we might not be getting on a day-to-day basis. So is there a guarantee of their efficacy? No, but I really don't think that it hurts. And it's something that I take every day. Especially if you are pregnant or thinking about getting pregnant, it's really important to take a prenatal vitamin because this is going to contain higher levels of folic acid. It's recommended to start taking a multivitamin even 2 to 3 months before you get pregnant. So if you're thinking about it, it's good to switch over. And the reason that folic acid is super important is that it can help to prevent neural tube defects like spina bifida and also help to prevent cleft palates or cleft lips. In a prenatal multivitamin, you want to make sure that you're getting at least 600 micrograms of folic acid. The dose for multivitamins is sort of different depending on the brand. The one that I'm taking right now, it is a Whole Foods farm to table type multivitamin supplement. So I actually have to take 4 of them, but sometimes you only have to take 1, but make sure to take a look on the back to see what the dose is. So the next one that I recommend is this little guy, vitamin D. Where do we get vitamin D from in our diet? We do get it from dairy or dairy alternatives that are fortified with vitamin D. We can also get it from salmon, but it is one of those nutrients that is a little bit tougher to get the amount that we need from our diet. We can also make vitamin D through our skin by UV radiation, but especially in the winter, there's just no way that we're gonna get enough. Here living in Canada, we don't live in igloos, but we're not getting sun all year round. So the upper limit for vitamin D is 4,000 international units per day, which means you don't wanna exceed that amount without being monitored or talking to your doctor. So generally what I recommend is 1,000 international units in the summer and 2,000 international units in the winter. So why do we care about this vitamin? Vitamin D actually acts more like a hormone in our body. It acts as an immunomodulator, so it helps to support our immune system and function. There are a ton of studies that have been linked to brain health and vitamin D. It helps to keep our bones strong. So there are a ton of reasons to incorporate this one into our daily routine. Number 3 is omega-3 fatty acids. And there can be plant sources or animal sources of this one. So if you're vegan, you're best to go with an algal supplement or an algae supplement. And if you do consume fish, then you might want to get a wild salmon sourced omega-3 fatty acid. Omega-3s, where do we get them in our diet? Generally, we're going to get them from fatty fish or cold water fish, which is like those dark flesh fishes like salmon, mackerel, trout, sardines. We can also get it from some plant sources, flaxseed, walnuts, algae, as I just mentioned. And what is the benefit? So omega-3 fatty acids are anti-inflammatory. So they are gonna help us to support that stress response in our body. So again, with this one, it can be challenging to get enough in our diet. If you are regularly eating fatty fish 2 to 3 times a week, you may not need it or may not need it every day, but otherwise what I would recommend is taking somewhere between 600 and 900 milligrams of EPA and DHA. So that's important because it's not the size of the supplement, but the actual amount of those 2 fatty acids in particular that you want to look for on the back. If you're not sure about this, ask your pharmacist when you're in there. For pregnant women across the board, it is recommended to get at least 200 milligrams of DHA per day. So it is something that I would recommend supplementing. What are the benefits of omega-3s? So omega-3s are anti-inflammatory fats. They help to support our heart health, our brain health, our gut health, and they just sort of help us to regulate that chronic stress and inflammation that we can get from the environment, from packaged or processed foods that we may eat from time to time. So this is one that I really like. Number 4 is a probiotic, and this is a liquid form. You can also get them in capsule form. This is probably something that you've been hearing about a lot lately. They're definitely gaining popularity. So who are they for? So in general, probiotics are going to be good for anyone with any gut health issues, any chronic inflammation like arthritis. So it can take a little while to sort of see how your body is adjusting. Generally, what you want to give yourself at least 12 weeks to see what kind of effect it's having on your body. If you're noticing benefits, then absolutely, it can be totally worth it. If you're really not noticing any kind of a difference, then it might be something that you want to leave behind. So I kind of go on and off with probiotics. At times I'm really regular with taking them. Sometimes I don't keep up with them. It's sort of a personal choice, but there does seem to be tons of research coming out showing the benefits, absolutely the benefits of prioritizing our gut health and how it can affect everything from, again, brain health, inflammation, all of those other systems in our bodies. And the research seems to be continuing to support the benefits of a probiotic as well. So where can we get these in our diet? We can get probiotics from fermented foods like kimchi, kombucha, tempeh, miso. So there are definitely ways that we can get it in our body. Again, there's kind of that difference between getting it on a daily maintenance dose. Those foods are definitely going to contribute to supporting good gut health. If you're looking for something therapeutic, so to treat a digestive health issue or to treat that chronic inflammation, then a supplement is usually going to be your best bet. And I almost forgot to mention dosage. You want to make sure that you're getting at least 10 billion CFUs or colony forming units for it to be effective. The other thing with probiotics is that there's a huge range of products, and the cultures actually need to be alive to be effective for your body. So a great resource is the probiotic chart. So it's just probioticchart.ca. You can find all sorts of research on there to find out whether or not it's a good quality supplement. So those are sort of the day-to-day ones. Again, for a general healthy person, of course, if you have any deficiencies or you're looking to treat or manage something, there may be others that you want to add in, but generally you don't want to just add a supplement in to add it in, because again, as I mentioned, even though they're over the counter, they seem natural and harmless enough, they can have interactions. They can interact with the way that we absorb certain nutrients, the way that we process certain medications. And so it is always a good idea to double check your blood work, your levels, talk to your doctor or healthcare professional to see whether there really is a need to add in another supplement or not. So the last thing I want to talk about is collagen. We could probably do a whole video on this, but I wanted to throw in kind of the quick and dirty on this one because, again, something that I've been getting a ton of questions on. So what is collagen? Collagen is a protein. It is the most abundant protein in our body, and it helps to give strength and structure to cells like our skin, our gut, our muscles. So it is really important. We do produce collagen naturally in our body, but as we age, the amount we produce decreases. So I think probably what collagen is most popular for is skin health. And there actually does seem to be a decent amount of research to support that collagen may help with skin elasticity, skin hydration, plumpness, waviness in the skin. So making it overall kind of smoother, more elastic, and I think what everyone's after is younger looking. There is also some research to support the benefits for joint health. Another area that's kind of has some ongoing research is for gut health. We don't really seem to be there yet in terms of having any sort of concrete evidence, but we will see where the research goes with that. So where does collagen come from? It's either going to come from a fish source or a bovine or cow source. So with fish, it comes from their bones and scales, and with bovine, it comes from cowhide. So as far as dose, there doesn't really seem to be kind of like a hard and fast rule in terms of dose, but in scanning over the research, what I found most consistently was that a minimum of a 10-gram dose is necessary for efficacy. In one study, they used up to 23 grams and it still seemed to be safe. So there's definitely some more research needed there, but at least a minimum of a 10-gram dose. So again, this is something that you want to look for on the packaging to see what their dosage is, how much you would need to take to get that amount. In terms of the form, for skin health in particular, it looks like hydrolyzed collagen is the form that you want to go after for best absorption, so your body can actually use up what you're ingesting. So where does this leave us with collagen? I think there definitely is still a need and room for more research, but there does seem to be enough to show that there could be potential benefits. Anecdotally, I've heard from a lot of clients that they do notice a huge difference when they're taking collagen. So this is a supplement that I would say, if you can afford it and you're curious about it, absolutely, there seems to be enough there to try it out and see how it works for you. If you're on a bit more of a budget, maybe start with some of those other supplements and pack your diet with collagen supporting nutrients like protein, vitamin C, zinc. So again, our body does produce collagen, and there are ways that we can support our systems to optimize the production within our own body. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Do you have a daily supplement regime? Let me know with a yes or no in the comments below. As mentioned, I've got a little summary that you can download in the description box. If you found this information useful, don't forget to subscribe and like this video and share it with anyone that you think might appreciate it too. I really appreciate your support with this. This allows me to continue to create free content for you guys that hopefully helps to make your life a little healthier and more simple. Thanks again for tuning in and hanging out and sharing your time with me. I look forward to seeing you guys in next week's video. And in the meantime, if you want to come hang out, hop on over to Instagram and find me there at Lindsay Pleskot and say hi.